everyone, this is Stephanie with True Royal Universe and Destiny with
Major Beauty Skin and Body Aesthetics.
And you are tuned in to Royal News, where we talk about beauty industry tips and tricks and everyday skincare practices that you can do to help keep your skin looking luscious. Destiny here is a licensed esthetician who specializes in waxing, men and women waxings. That's really, really important. So Destiny, tell me a little bit about yourself. How did you get started in the skincare industry?
Okay, well, I pretty much got started back in 2019. I went to David Presley. Well, before that, I pretty much got started because I just come from a background of working for other people, and I was kind of just trying to get out of that cycle. So I told myself, well, maybe I can get into lash extensions. So I took a lash extension course, but then I wanted to take it a little bit farther because I feel like, okay, you know, everybody want to do lashes. It's easy to just get a certificate. So I said, I want to go to aesthetic school, become an actual esthetician. So I did my research, found the best school that I felt was fit for my needs, as I am a mother of a 5-year-old. So something that, works with my schedule, my work schedule, my mommy schedule, and this will fit in. Flexibility. So David Presley was my choice. I went there, did their day program. So I would do that Monday through Friday, like 8 to 5 type of thing, like regular school. It definitely felt like regular school. I actually got suspended like it was regular school. Yeah. So yeah, that was like one part of why I got into it, like just wanted to be my own business owner. But also back in 2019, I went on my first trip to Miami and I was like, I need to get waxed. So I actually made my own first wax appointment for myself. The first time I really fell in love with the result.
Oh, wait. I gotta ask you though. So we talking about you needed to get waxed. Are we talking about Brazilian? We talking about eyebrows?
So yeah, so I always will get my eyebrows done and stuff, but I want to take it a step farther. Like I'm going to Miami. This is my first time out of town. Like I didn't have plans to actually do anything. I just felt like I want to do something new. So I'm like, let me go get a Brazilian wax. And I think my underarms. I did my Brazilian underarms because I am a person who used to shave like every other day, every 3 days. Like I'm just not a hair person. So I'm like, okay, I've been hearing about waxing. Let me go try it out.
Okay, just
tried it out. Like I said, I feel like my first time experience wasn't like super top tier, but the results is what made here I am 4 years later, still doing it.
Okay, so let me ask you real quick. Okay, so you were talking about your first time. It was a little uncomfortable, I'm assuming. So for people that have never gotten a wax, and personally, I've never gotten a wax. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but listen, that's like up close and personal. That's like you in somebody's face. Anyway, I digress. But what should people know about waxing? What for someone who's never done it, what should they expect?
Okay, so typically, I'm gonna talk to you like how I would talk to first-time clients. This is the spiel that I give them as soon as they run through the door. Okay. So I tell people, when you're going into waxing, you do have to keep in mind the method, of what's going on. When you're shaving, when you're nairing, you're literally just cutting your hair down, or with the nair, burning it down to the skin surface. With waxing, your hair is getting pulled out of your skin. So just keep that in the front of your mind. If something is getting pulled out of your skin, it's not about to be like a walk in the park. You're not about to just be laid back, chilling. It's going to hurt. But I always try to tell people, we want to think about the results. Don't get too caught up in how it's feeling right now. Think about when you go home, or just period. As soon as we done, or as soon as that pull done, you look down and you bored. You see nothing but skin. You're good. So keep that. I always tell people, keep that in the forefront of your mind. Don't think about, I'm sweating, I'm bleeding, it hurt. Don't think about that stuff. Think about how much longer you about to go, boy. Your hair gets softer. It starts to grow back in, slower, more thinner. And the more consistent you are with appointments, the better it is. So
how should you space out your appointments?
I recommend consistency is key. And I'll say that 1,001 times. Because my clients probably get tired of me with that, because I'll be like, what's
it's real though.
It's real, with everything. With working out. Just like they say, with working out, it's 80-20%. You have to do more. Yeah, you have to do your part. You could come in to get waxed, but if you're doing it every 3 months, or I'm single, I don't got a man, I don't need to do it. No, don't put that in your mind with waxing. With waxing, it's ideally you should be doing it at least once a month. And some people, I'd be actually jealous of some of my clients, because I usually don't have to see them for probably 8 weeks.
Oh wow,
that's 2 months.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying they don't have hair, but their hair is just thinner than what it was. It's probably going way slower than what it's more manageable.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that thick, irritating feeling, or like hair stays the time of the month getting caught up in that pad or in that string with that tampon. Like, you don't have to deal with that. You don't have to deal with that with waxing.
Right.
So ideally, to answer your question, at least 4 to 6 weeks. But something I always tell people, it's not about the amount of hair you have, it's the length. So people, one problem people do where I feel like they stretch their waxes out too much, and they be like, I didn't even, because they get so, it's different from what they was used to with shaving. So they be like, maybe I can go a little bit longer, but they hair really are truly at their full hair. Like no more hair was growing.
Yeah.
So I always tell people, don't think about the amount of hair you have, because the more you keep waxing, the less hair you won't grow.
So you're saying probably about every 4 weeks?
4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks. So like I was saying, it's the length. So if you can pinch it, you can grab it. It's the length of a grain of rice. You need to be making that appointment.
Oh.
We're not waiting. You want your wax to feel like, you don't want your wax to feel like it feel your very first time. You want it to, like, I've been doing it myself for 4 years, and I'm not gonna lie. If you see me get waxed, you're like, there's no way you doing that to people. You act like that.
Oh, that's terrifying.
It's really just the thought of it in your mind. Your hair is getting pulled out your skin. But honestly, like, when I be on the table, or even people that I wax, they be like, oh, the first thing you're gonna say after, it wasn't even that bad, but you was literally about to fall off the table.
Let me ask you another question then. So, okay, and we're gonna go off of my experience, which is no experience. But so I hear so much about waxing. People get the Brazilian wax, they get like whatever little landing strip they get, and I don't even know what that's called. But what are some things that they can do to maintain their aftermath? Like, okay, so I just got waxed. I'm coming home, getting myself together, taking a shower, blah blah blah. What should they do? Like, is it like cleaning like normal, or?
So, my number one thing that I always recommend after waxing, like the still I get as soon as I'm getting ready to put the oil on, 24 hours for hot water, as in submerging into a hot bath, jacuzzi, sauna. No, because your pores are open. So just think about that. Like, your pores are open. You're about to go sit in some hot water. And as people of color, we are more prone to hyperpigmentation with heat. So if you just got waxed, and mind you, wax already a little warm. So it's like, that's just so many traumatic things you put your skin through, like hitting your skin. So no hot water or hot tubs, anything like that. Like, I'm not saying don't go take a shower, because you might be sweating a little bit,
not
but
a hot shower.
Don't be having the water on hill and like directing towards the area. Exercising, because you have to think, if you're wearing something constricted and that's like rubbing up against the skin,
and we can't exercise.
Not at least that give you a little cheat day. 24 hours. Like, well, don't like that. 4 whole days. I get to cheat on the gym. Why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, just know, because you're sweating. Sweat, clog up the pores, create breakouts, and then it's just like I say, that rubbing, that friction can cause breakouts. Sex.
Yeah.
No sex between 4 hours.
That actually, you're not supposed to have sex right after a wax. You're supposed to wait
wait it out. That's why I said either do the deed before, or you're gonna have to wait. Or at the end of the day, it's I tell them it's you. I'm not your mama. I can't tell you what to do. It's your body. Do what you want.
Right.
But think about what you're doing. Same thing. Friction. Not all guys do manscaping, so you bring in a fresh finished floor to some carpet that can feel uncomfortable for you. And it could just put you at more risk for sexual diseases. Because your pores are more open. That body fluid mixed in.
Think about that, but that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
So you have sex, hot water, exercise, exfoliating.
Now, does waxing mess up your pH balance?
I don't think so. I feel like it can. If it's not properly done, per se, maybe. But I don't think it's like 100%. It's like what you doing, maybe. Like I said, if you going to have sex, getting in hot water, like maybe you are throwing off your pH balance a little bit.
But then that's because of everything else. That's
not necessary.
Right.
And another thing, I'm gonna say, it can happen depending on the person you're going to. So that's why I highly recommend people, even my clients, I tell them, stuff don't work out with us, our schedules don't work, or you just don't feel like this is the place for you. You need to be going to somebody who's either in school, or they're trying, or they're licensed. If they don't have a license, they just took a class with somebody, anybody can go order wax off Amazon. Anybody can just make some sugar wax. So it can happen because some people maybe double dipping, or they're not properly cleaning their tools and stuff. So that's where it can throw off your pH. And then just go back to like the exfoliating, because that's important to be doing. So I tell people, I do recommend scrubs. A lot of estheticians don't, because it can throw off your pH. Say you're using a sugar scrub, and I recommend doing the labia, because that's where you feel the wax the most, the lips. Pretty much.
Right.
And exfoliating is gonna be your best friend with waxing, because it helps get the dead skin off. It can prevent the ingrown hairs and blackheads, because you are getting the dead skin off, and it helps like oils and moisturizers get better into your skin.
So I mean, it's just like basically your face. You want to take care of your face. You want to wax your face. You want to
take care of your vagina just as well, your private area for me.
Take care. And that makes a lot of sense. So, and I know this is a sticky topic, because neither one of us are men.
Yeah.
But I hear like it's pros or cons. Like I hear some men are like, I'm all for it, and then some men are like, I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever had any male like customers come in and they're like, this is what I want, just go ahead and like rip it off? Like,
I probably have about 3 to 4 consistent male clients right now.
Okay.
And they have preferences. Like the one I just had today, he doesn't get everything. Like, and it's kind of crazy, because like you might as well, you already here.
Right.
But like I said, in different standards. So some men who don't want to do maybe like the butt area, because I have them put their legs up. They don't feel like that's manly. So it's that. It's some men, like the man I had today, he wants just like an extended bikini, but his bikini is opposite. Like he don't want the top done. He just want like the penis, the scrotum, and the butt part. He didn't even want like the groin area done. So it really it's a preference. It's up to you what you're comfortable with. And that's like for females as well. Like not everybody wants to be super bald. They want that landing strip left on, or they want us to try to make a little design. I'm not that good. You either want the hair or you don't. Like that's why I don't do eyebrows, because you either want it or you don't. But with men, I do feel like, as far as preference wise, it's pretty much the same. Like it's up to them. I don't want them to feel uncomfortable with putting their legs up, over their head.
About the customer's comfort and where they are. You know, I get that. That's pretty cool. Like I never would have, like I said, I never would have thought about a man like.
They really flexible. Like they go to the happy baby, they got the Indian folding their legs, pulling the feet up.
Dude, it's hilarious. Let me shut up. I'm not even gonna say nothing else. Anyway, so I mean, we touched on a whole bunch of topics here. We touched on making sure that you watch your pH, watch the tools, watch how you take care, the aftermath, all the other stuff. But one of the most like popular waxes that have been coming out is sugar scrubs. And one thing that I did research, because I am one of those people, was that like ancient Egyptians used to use honey and sugar and stuff to wax.
Yeah.
So have you tried sugar waxes or anything like
that? So it's called sugar in. That's what they call it. Sugar in. Sugar in is more so, like you say, it's the same thing, the same method. Anybody, you can go home and decide you want to make you some sugar wax today, because it's nothing but water, lemon, and sugar. That's so easy to make. It can be if you're not like watching it, because you can burn it. And then wax has to be a certain type of consistency. But with the sugar wax, you can make it to where you can, because it's 2 different waxes. So it's soft wax, hard wax, and then sugar. So me, myself, personally, in school, they teach us how to make it. Like you say, I have seen the controversy, like people feel like sugaring is better for our skin. It doesn't hurt more.
Because it's like more natural?
I feel like that's where people go with it, where like it's better because it's like, it's so natural. Like you know exactly what's in it. Versus with traditional waxes, it is like a resin, it's like different like things in it that can potentially irritate the skin. But I have never done sugaring myself. When I have tried it, it was uncomfortable. And then just the whole method of it. Like just think, somebody is like slapping wax on you, gripping it back, and constantly doing that. But on your vagina,
just the fact that you mentioned
to me, it's uncomfortable. I had just went to Dallas to like an aesthetics convention, and even just me trying to manipulate it with my heat, I feel like with sugaring, you is really like training. Like you really well, wax, I'm not saying you don't need to be trained, because there's certain things like do's and don't with traditional waxing, but it's like, it's really not a mess up. I don't feel like it could be a mess up with sugar either. But for me, I always tell people, go with what's best for you. Because I have clients who have been waxed by me and then said, let me try sugar. Hated it. Like they said it hurts more, or they feel like their hair growing a certain type of way. Then I have people who say the opposite. They would never come get traditional waxing again. It hurts more. And then they feel like sugaring is best. So I feel like that's like a type of topic where it's like to each its own. Like if it worked for you, that's cool, but it didn't work for me. Myself, I said we could go try it together. I said I want to try it. I've been waxing for 3-4 years, but I feel like what if it is better?
I don't know. I'm gonna start with my arms or my face.
Start with like your
I feel like that would be the best. But
facial waxing. Yeah, just try it out. Something low. Brazilian is like top tier. If you could do that, you could do anything.
I mean, I'm a newbie, so like that whole just the thought is like.
But I would say that because honestly, I cry on my eyebrows. Like I'm fist ball and I don't even get my eyebrows waxed. She do like a tweezing and a razor type of thing.
Okay.
And every time I go, I tell her this hurts more than the Brazilian. So literally, don't think that the Brazilian, you will get it. I have so many people come get it done. They like, this is nothing like what they say on TikTok. It's not. I have so many clients who say that this is nothing what I thought it was gonna be.
Okay.
I'm telling you, don't knock it till you try it.
I mean, y'all heard it. She said it don't hurt, y'all. It don't hurt.
Get it out your head.
So real quick, I did bring in some of my products and I want to talk to you about how they might help after bath.
Okay.
So one of my products that I have here is a pink K-Line clay bar. So this has the ingredients listed on the back. Some of the ingredients are really, really good for the skin. Pink K-Line clay is specifically designed to help with oily skin. It helps to enhance your skin by removing excess oils without drying you out. It also allows you to use this on a daily basis. So this is like a full body bar. So you can use it on your face and your body. Some of the oils and components in it happen to be coconut oil, which I do hear a lot about the clogging aspect of coconut oil. However, I did hear that it depends on how that oil is processed.
Yeah, like cold pressed or not, stuff like that.
Yep. So would you recommend something like that, like a natural body bar for the skin, or like the other one that I have, which is seagrass, which has a blue-green algae component in it, which is a natural brightener. It smells really good. I like it.
Yeah, this one do have like a...
That's actually my second favorite. I have a patchouli one that I don't have, so they actually sold out of that one. But anyway, I digress. This is my second favorite.
Yeah, this one smells good. But I would say I would definitely recommend these for, skincare, because I'm big on that. Like, you can come get waxed every single month if you want to, but once that hair come up, what your skin look like, what your skin feels like is important too. Like, at the end of the day, that's more important, your skin. So it's like, you're taking a step by getting waxed. That might help you have less ingrowns, less blackheads, but waxing does not stop those things. So I really do try to instill in my clients and just educate people on skincare. So like, using something like a greasy grass bar like this will help, because it's going to brighten the skin. As Black people or people of color, that's our main skin problem is hyperpigmentation. Dark spots after the ingrowns and blackheads, that's what it's leaving behind. So using something like this, and then like you said, it's gentle to where you can use it every day, you're going to see the results quicker versus using something that you can only use every 2 to 3 days. Like you're doing it every single day, you putting that into your routine. Consistent. How are you not going to see the results, especially if you're still maintaining your regular routine with the waxing? Definitely feel like that. With oil, like that is important, because like, of course, some oils are good for our skin, but sometimes when your skin is too oily or too dry, that's where the ingrowns, the blackheads come in. So I definitely feel like using something gentle and more natural on your skin, something that you use daily, is definitely going to be beneficial to you versus using these big name brands. Everybody's so big on
the name brand,
stuff like that. Like that stuff, you can't pronounce I can pronounce everything that's in your ingredients. Right, I can't even pronounce half the stuff that's in soaps. And it's really not good for our skin. It's really more so stripping the bad stuff versus, like you said, that's going to pull out the oil, like the extra oiliness, the extra stuff, like cleansing your skin from what's deep inside. Yeah. So I would definitely tell the girls, thank you, come get you something.
But no, oh my God, Destiny, it was such a pleasure to talk to you. I really did.
Really nice.
Like, this was amazing, and I'm thankful that you were able to sit down and talk with us about, waxing tips and tricks and how we can prevent blackheads and all types of stuff, aftermath. So tell us real quick, where can we find you? Like, what social platform is your biggest?
So I would feel like Instagram is where I'm a little bit more active.
Okay.
So my Instagram is Major Beauty Skin and Body. But I am on TikTok because I have been trying to post more on there. Yeah. On TikTok, same thing. I believe Major Beauty Skin and Body.
Okay.
I am on Facebook, Destiny Major. And that's really about it. That's on those 3.
No,
Instagram probably is the most where I'm the most active, I would say. Because TikTok do have what you can and can't post.
Yeah.
That's actually how one of my videos went viral, posting me like actually waxing somebody, not like real explicit. Like I did cover some stuff up, but that got me almost 20K followers on TikTok.
Did that bang?
They tried to.
I was going to say they quit. They
tried. Because they was eating me up in the comments.
Yeah.
And I had to eat them back because I'm like Cardi B. I can't just let y'all eat me up. I gotta say something. So yeah, TikTok shaky, Instagram. Okay. Everything is shaky, but I'm getting better. So
that's y'all we gonna find you on TikTok. Like I said again, I really appreciate you coming in. Thank you. Or so more so, this is her place.
Yes, I appreciate you for coming in. This is really nice.
Thank you so much for having us. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in to True Royal News, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.